We celebrate this weekend the feast of two of the greatest saints in the church, St. Peter and St. Paul. St. Peter, who was the first leader of our church, and St. Paul, its fearless preacher. And talking about preaching, there's a little story about a priest who gets his first parish in the country. And at his first mass, there is only one person there, and he's a farmer. And the priest asks the farmer, "Should I carry on?" And the farmer said very wisely, "Of course, if I only have one chicken to feed, I don't send it away hungry." The priest carried on and he preached a sermon for 30 minutes. And at the end, he asked the farmer how he did. And the farmer said, "Father, let me put it this way. If only one chicken turns up to be fed, I don't give it the whole damn bucket." We feed each other all the time by how we live our lives, by the words that we use, by our silence, by our actions, and vice versa. And also by others, they also feed us by how they are. Our experience of life will contain many similar things and many different things. And in that journey of life, there will be truth, goodness, kindness, good example in thought, word and deed. But also, because of our flawed humanity, there'll be deceit, there'll be selfishness, self-centeredness, lies, dishonesty, maybe bad example, meanness, unkindness, and so on. Not because we're bad people, but because we are human. Just like St. Peter and Paul, whose feast day we remember this weekend. Two of the greatest saints of the church, but flawed in so many ways. Like ourselves, they learnt about life and themselves by how they lived. And like ourselves, their experiences made them the people that they were, for better or for worse. Our experiences are very important because at the end of the day, it's all we really have. It's all we really have to offer each other. It's the great leveller and the great teacher at the University of Life. It's real because it's ours and we own it. And it's because of our experiences, not in spite of them, that we are able to help others and maybe say to each other, "I know what's happening because I've been there myself." That's the value of experience as we share our experience, strength and hope with each other. St. Peter and Paul were the same as you and I. They were real people with strengths and weaknesses. Like ourselves, they were chosen by God to carry his message to those around them by how they lived. And although they were imperfect and flawed in many, many ways, the Lord chose Peter and Paul for the simple reason he knew their hearts were in the right place. Like ourselves, the Lord chooses you and I because in spite of our weaknesses and our failings, he knows that for the most part, our hearts are in the right place. And if we do sometimes feel that we don't measure up and we are weak and we are inadequate, or we sometimes feel like that, maybe we can remember the words of Pope Francis, who said this, that the church is not a museum for saints, but a hospital for sinners. And to end, I was at a safety meeting at work during the week, and they asked me, what steps would you take in the event of fire? Really big ones apparently wasn't the right answer. Have a lovely weekend. God bless you all. Hope to see you as soon as possible. Father Mike.